Why are you even here? How'd you even get in my room? Like, I just came through down the stairs, so... oh, right. I forgot that today was the day I was gonna make a direct. Fuck. But yeah, hold on a minute. Do I have anything written down for this or not? Because I swear I thought I did. Like, there's no way I missed today's big important day ever. Ah, crap. Golden! You here, man? The fuck? Where did he go?
No matter how difficult the situation, there is no need to shout.
My brain is amazing. When I find something boring, it actually prevents me from hearing it.
There you are! What the hell are you doing? Didn't you have something written down for this? Because I just got here, and they're already waiting. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm drowning myself!
Oh my gosh. You're on thin ice. Keep that in mind. Whatever. What's this Jimmy writing this shit? Hello everyone, I'm Epic Golden, and welcome to the Gold26 Direct, where I showcase upcoming announcements, changes to the channel, and what lies ahead for all of it combined in one video. Keep in mind, this dumbass was gonna have a script for me, but clearly failed. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Well, did you get the PC that you wanted? Did you get the certain stuff that you wanted to try and do, or anything at all? What's happening? Like, why aren't you on your laptop anymore? Well, to answer that question, it is right here collecting dust. And as you can tell, it looks sturdy enough as it is, and looks like it could be functional, but as it turns out, this thing is nearly broken. Reason why? It still has Windows 10 on it, and the monitor stand for it is actually breaking apart. It's now collecting this cold dust just in my room. But I keep it there as a short reminder of how I started. From bullshit laptops that can't even run most of anything, to a fully working PC and a job to actually get all the parts needed, have it all assembled. Now that I have this computer, I have everything I need installed in it. I have OBS, Discord, Steam, and a lot more other stuff that I'll announce later on in just a second. But yeah, I know, it completely works. I am stuck with Windows 11 because I'm not using Linux anytime soon. And even if I did, I do not want to learn code just to use a basic software. I get it. Yeah, apart from that and a new set of headphones, which shoutouts to Ghost Gamer for actually recommending me these pair from, I already forgot the brand name, whoops.
Well, actually,
They were a bit expensive, but hey, change is good. A new keyboard is now in play because, as you can tell, it's no longer being connected to a monitor anymore. And I gotta be careful because I don't want to bend the cord of this. I was given this for Christmas, so I don't need to waste any money on that. The microphone is still here, and I have a brand new webcam, which I can try to show if I can just turn this off. Because, like, yeah, you can see it right there that the camera is being in full use. With that, I should probably get into what I have installed in here. I still have 4K video downloader, that being my obvious way to get any type of video, because I'm not paying for YouTube Premium. Not in a long shot. I have VLC media player because I've been told it's way better than using the built-in media player for Windows 11. Reason 11, that being my audio mixer slash mashup maker software. Roblox, even though I am fully aware, or should I say this? I am fully aware of the freaking drama behind this, and I haven't wasted any money on cosmetics because there's no real value to it besides looking fancy as hell. And I have DaVinci Resolve actually working that isn't just bugging out every time I load something in, and my eye is itching. Ow. And there are 4 other softwares in here that I can mention, but we'll get into those another time within this direct. That's all the components I have on my PC, and I did get the RAM before the shortage even happened. I forgot to mention the dual monitor setup. So I have this color graded monitor given by a friend of mine, and I have this monitor from my closet for the last 8 years. I should have clarified that a long time ago, but it is what it is now. We now can move on to the second announcement, that being the official Discord server. However, before I even mention anything on that and continue onwards, I'd like to mention one thing. I am fully aware that Discord is trying to become more like safety of the children and like used for teenagers. My whole channel is for teenagers and adults. Why on earth is this necessary for Discord out of all things? Why?
Oh, should we leave it alone? Should we back off? Should we play it safe? Nah.
The Discord server is up, but I want to wait until next month to see if the ID gets passed or not. Because if it doesn't, I am tempted to go out and just send invites immediately. That way I'm a bit safe from ever using Discord and not needing to show my government ID to them at all, even if they stalk us regardless. Or in case it does happen and I do have to show my ID, then I'm about to think of some other alternative because it is not worth it. If anything, I can just pull up a picture of freaking Pepe and they would assume that's my age. Until I know for certain that the update does not actually affect us adults, because I'm 21, I'm gonna have to put the whole sending links thing on hold. And no, it is not meant to be a replacement for my private art server, which is dead, nor a complete replacement of the original one that is on my hacked account. And I can't do anything about that one. That is just gone forever. Even I don't even remember my password and other stuff with it. Now we move on to our second segment of the direct. That being, I'm gonna start making fan-made work videos for, well, obviously DA games, but I want to try and do some for JT Music because I already made one for Protect the World, which is my favorite game ever of the Division. But I want to try and reamp that video to make it look a bit more presentable than just showing basic footage from YouTube. And it's not only going to be just that, but there are some certain DA game songs I want to show in terms of a fan-made work video, because I've seen a lot of them just using the exact same layout or template, just visualized differently. And I think it's a good pace for me, because I've recently had joined a new transparent server for DA games, essentially where people just grab as much stuff as they can from Will's own, like, I want to say from origin to now, and just compiled as much stuff as they can grab, like all of the audio files for all the Onyx Colony songs, all of the cover art for like flash drive, and recently the Pizza Panic CD. A lot more other stuff down the line as well, like the now you're choosing to be helpful? Get the hell out of here, bro. But no, he's not really wrong. They also bring up the other visual elements of what he uses in work videos, like the Bracelet of Freight Train Choo Choo Charles drawing that Will had. Someone managed to grab a green screen version of that, but just with it just being the plain white color, because they don't have the actual drawing. That's just that. Or even the Brothers in Arms bendy drawing move. Like, you can see it right here, and the Choo Choo Charles one as well. That's what I mean. Despite the fact that I wanted to try and make one for a while, I think having enough DA game stuff, plus the old one I joined, the transparent server, which has a lot more images and fonts, versus the Loxy server, I genuinely think with those two combined, I have a whole ass folder and arsenal of assets to use, both with just images, loops, and other like video-esque things to use. So there's that for you. But yeah, no, I want to get over with lyric videos because I made a bunch of title cards while I was still on the laptop that I think will be a bit more unique to some extent. But you'll all have to wait and see until I fully test out how much of DaVinci I can push with this computer, because I have noticed in some of the videos I've recently made, but I haven't put out there yet, of like, it works, but during some parts of like the bridge and choruses for just my mashups and not in terms of any edits yet, that usually just goes from being normal and then slowly phasing with itself and then going back to normal. I need to figure out how to fix that issue. Family lyric videos are gonna happen relatively like somewhat later down this year. Now we move on to something that I personally wanted to redo that I basically fucked up on originally when I was back at the apartment. Remember how I made some gameplays of 2 games back to back? That being The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog and Smash Flash 2? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm returning back to that whole gameplay aesthetic. I wanted to redo those videos, not just with those games, but with other games I wanted to include. That being some games from Steam, and some others from my childhood that I wanted to play, which I'll get into shortly. But I have some other games in mind now that this computer can actually handle Steam games, and not the ones I've been restricted to. I was stuck with Crab Game, Power Wash Simulator, Pizza Tower, and even Left 4 Dead. You see, I missed out on a lot when I was stuck on that crap forever. So I want to go back into revisiting those games alongside some newer ones that I want to get into. Like I want to try and get into the GTA series, some games from my shared library. I'm not going to disclose the person who shared it with me. I'm not going to. And, well, you know what? Hey, Golden.
What gives, man?
Can you cue up the music real quick? I'm like, I know we have a lot, but there is one track I wanted them to hear.
Yes. How can any of us forget?
Okay, thank you. There is one thing I did want to try, however, and it wasn't just relying on Steam games for the whole gameplay aesthetic. There is one thing that I want to try and introduce to this channel a lot more of, and I have something that, I have a unique title card for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Chronicles of My Childhood. Hit it! Yep, you heard it here, folks. I am going to replay my childhood games just for your guys' entertainment. Sure, it may not be something like trending at all, but it's good enough for me to show at least something from my childhood versus just the usual games that you've been seeing like trending. I'd rather not, honestly. There are some unique games out there like Resident Evil 9. I'm not into the whole newer gaming aesthetic. That's just a me thing. Because I want to try and go backwards to when it was actually like playable and not monetized over ads, AI, or any type of drama. It was just plug and play and enjoy. Here's the lineup of games that I want to include, even if it has to be emulation due to obvious reasons. I'm bringing back some Adobe Flash games from my childhood, particularly these two, because those are the only ones that I remember, and maybe later down the line, I'll bring on some other ones just to include. It just depends on how well the series goes. So the games we got are Strike Force Heroes 1 and 2. The second one I'm using Adobe Flash Player because rest in peace Flash. The first one is actually remastered on Steam, which I want to give that a try with friends. There's Cannonball, which is basically the original Temple Run, and I can play the soundtrack completely copyright free. Play a small bit for me, will you? Or is that not possible now? You see why I hate copyright now? No. I'm gonna pause on the whole thing real quick. It's the fact that, like, I can upload a video and just wait for it to pass the copyright check from YouTube themselves, only for me to wait for a couple more days later for it to be completely fine, and then get hit with a copyright issue from that video entirely because of what I showcased. Like, for instance, the Get Good Gaming video. That was fine for the past, like, 5 days. Until recently, I looked back at that video while I was uploading other ones just to upload later, only for most of the tracks to be copyrighted. What is this bias with YouTube? I just want to upload a video, try to help some people out, and I get hit with the worst copyright strike, not copyright strike, just the most copyright thing on that video. How am I supposed to tell what is copyright and what isn't? And even those basic copyright checkers online don't help you at all. They may do for, like, those 5 or 7 days when you first upload it, but later on, you'll get copyright from those videos. YouTube is falling apart. Pull yourself together, man. Ugh, man. Anywho, where was I at? Oh yeah, right. Chronicles of Childhood. Not only will I be doing Adobe Flash games alongside some other ones sprinkled here and there, I'm also gonna bring out one console that I had recently bought for a particular point in my childhood. Give me a minute. If you all remember this console back in, like, the early 2000s, you know it's game time. And yes, this is indeed a GameCube, but as you can tell from, hold on a minute. I need to get out that piece. As you can tell from this is indeed a modded console that I bought. Well, what's the main reason why? Yeah, I hear you asking. For maybe one reason. To dump my GameCube games onto here. So that way I don't have to, like, switch discs anytime I want to play them. So that's that. The GameCube especially, I want to bring into the whole thing because that was my first console ever to, like, bring me into the gaming genre. And it had plenty of successful games. Luigi's Mansion, Mario Kart Double Dash, Melee. I can keep going on and on, but I want to take a look at the few games that I did manage to play growing up. I'm talking about the Batman Begins movie, Monster House, Marvel Nemesis Rising Imperfects, SSX Free, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, alongside a little of other ones that I want to try and check out as well. Then I have asked some of my friends what games they'd played during their childhood so I can add to that list and to see what was enjoyable for them at the time. Yes, I have recently bought the HDMI cable because I don't have an aux TV anymore. I just need to order me a controller and then I can get everything set up. The problem being at the moment is to display it, because sure, I can display it here, but my graphics card only has one HDMI port. And the only reason why this is working is the special cord for this monitor. If I were to be able to play this on the GameCube, I would have to bring this to my front room and then to play it from there. The GameCube will be happening. Those games will be happening. I just need to figure out the last few bit of issues before I can properly boot up OBS and then start playing them how I did back then. Sure, I have Dolphin, but that's gonna be a topic for a way further announcement down the line. I think I should bring you guys up to the next one in the direct. The next announcement that a few of you may know about. Or not. We'll have to see what happens. But as of this moment in time, I have officially joined the Plunderphonics community. Now what is Plunderphonics, you might ask? It's simply a music genre where you take samples from other tracks and fuse them into a single original song. Think of it as just mashup making as a whole, just a bit more fancier. I'm talking YouTubers like Pogo, F-Rio, Travis Glover, Rosemary Lanes, any person who you've seen like growing up or recently found out about. And the reason why I mention that is because I had joined the Pogo fan-made Discord server to get some advice and to see what the people are like, so I can learn off of them and some of their knowledge, plus my imagination for stuff that I want to remix, like certain YouTube channels and even one series that I can show right now. But 2012 TMT show. This one I remember watching a lot of as a kid, maybe because it was on Hulu. I am really not much of a Nickelodeon fan. I'm sorry for all those haters, especially for SpongeBob. I never watched SpongeBob apart from just the one live action movie, because again, I wasn't that big into Nickelodeon. Apart from this, which I only had access to Hulu at the time. So I want to remix that alongside some YouTube channels as well, like Get Good Gaming, some of the childhood reviewers, but I will not say the names of that one until I know how to actually mix them, because I am not good on music theory at all. As you guys have noticed, I've actually used Google Gemini to actually tell me what the right pitch is for most of the songs. Sure, I could be using ChatGPT and be like, okay, let's just put in this one, you know. But no, Gemini is a lot more smarter, so I've been using that. I want to clarify one thing. Just because I'm using Gemini does not mean that the mashups that you've been hearing as of recently have only been AI generated. I've only used Gemini to ask me what the pitches are, and the rest of it has just been me still. For anyone who's gonna comment down below, oh, he's using AI, let's just go ban the sucker. I've only used Gemini just for pitch advice, because do you really want to learn music theory and try to guess what the keys are? Sure, there are sites that can do that for you, but some of them aren't right, and some of which are too damn perfectionists to even try and guess what the freaking keys are. I'm looking at you, 09. But yeah, I figured I'd let you guys know that I'm now part of the Plunderphonics community, because I think they're more underrated than how mashups are now. Sure, a few newcomers are slowly making their way up on YouTube. I am fine with that. It's the fact that some of them are using Rave as an excuse to actually showcase them. I just generally think that Plunderphonics as a whole is unique enough that you can take any sample from any type of media and transform that into a proper sample, have it completely laid out on a original foundation of a music track, and go crazy. It is generally something that I find more fun. So the final announcement that I want to say is, what's the future for this channel and the Golden Blaster going onward? Well, the cookie for all the Golden Blaster, TT and Kuros PL basically just gave up their roles for uploading videos on that, because they have their own stuff to do, which it's understandable in most, because TT's still doing their own thing and Kuros PL is also doing his own thing. I've been the one uploading vocals as of recently, so for any people who are now commenting on that channel, I'm trying to get through my own list first before I take on any more requests, because I have seen one of like Dance Forever from Angry Piggy. I will get to that eventually, but I just have way too much stuff with the current list I have. Add on to the fact of TT's list and Kuros PL's list all combined into this giant ass thing that I have to go through. It's understandable laziness. But yeah, that's the Blaster channel for now. There's that. But for the future of this channel, I'm going to be completely transparent on this one. I have no clue what's going to happen to this channel. With the newer things that's been happening recently, just because it's today's newer generation bullcrap, I'm just not feeling happy of where I'm at. Sure, it may be enjoyable to some extent. Like some of the mashups I've uploaded recently, like there's a few of them that I enjoy making and I feel like visualizing, but it's just not as enjoyable as it was when I first started. Because at first, yeah, I did use Rave because I did not know any softwares at the time. I completely get it. But I evolved over time when I was still growing up. I went from Rave, that being a basic AI do-it-yourself site, to then post on YouTube and be like, oh, look at this, it's freaking great, hallelujah. To Power Director, which gave me a bit more freedom, but at the cost of moving one thing to the left or right after rendering, and then making it an absolute nightmare to get used to. Which went on to CapCut, which I had complete reign of, and I had a lot of visuals in mind, and a lot more stuff to like add on top of it, like the audio effects, the transitions, the effects on there. It was fine. Until they played every single tool because they're greedy. To now finally go to Reason 11 for the software that I use for mashup making, because it's a lot more freedom, there's no ads, there is no constraint with it, and there's a lot more effects that I need to figure out how they work. And on top of that, with DaVinci Resolve, sure, I'm using the free version because it's completely free, but you have the option at least to buy a premium version of it, so then you have all the effects in. Or I can use a few of them, but I'm fine with where I'm at. I'm completely fine with it. I think I might have voice cracked it there. I'm just not sure with any of it. Because with how everything's turning out, that the fact that I now have a job and I'm able to do this stuff more often, I just want to still be myself without having the restraint of just sticking to where I am and just getting less views in total. If you see on my video, that's completely fine. If you want to sub, that's completely fine with me. I'm not enforcing that. I'm not enforcing you guys to click the like button. It's all up to your choice if you want to stick around or not. I don't want to enforce that, but at the same time, I don't want to ignore it like everyone else is. I'm just not happy where I'm at mentally. I'm fine with just doing my own thing, but it's like everyone's just running by it. I'm not mad per se. I'm just disappointed, if anything. I want to grow. I want to do more stuff. I want to bring more people on to entertain, because the whole goal of this channel was to entertain as many of you as I can. At the cost of my mental state, or the cost of me acting out and telling my side of the things, because I want my voice to be heard at most, even if it doesn't make sense. I never make sense. But it's just the way it is. I don't have a subscriber goal. I don't have a goal for this channel entirely. I just want to still do what I want to do, but branch out a lot more, just so I can talk to more people. I can probably talk to more of you guys if I can. But it's at the cost of not even being noticed until I bring up a trend that's still ongoing and be like, alright, let's slowly rise, and then fall back down again. It's just stupid. It's just straight up stupid. I never had a goal just to be monetized, because I don't see pleasure in that. I don't see pleasure from plagiarism just in a blended way possible. I don't see a goal with that. I don't see the win case as to why you would want to do that. But it's like, if you do anything besides your own thing, you're not going to get the views you want. You're just not going to. I will upload more stuff. I'll actually try and get the change out there, because it's already happening now. I'm just telling you guys just straight up that it's starting out in a rough state. With all of these ideas in mind, like gameplays, emulation, fan-made work videos, the Plunderphonics remixing, whenever that happens, or even anything else original, I am trying to figure out how to exactly show it without being like a freaking dumbass. I'm trying to be myself. I'm continuously trying to be myself. I just wish some people took it more seriously than just, oh, seeing a video, okay, it's boring, and then moving along. I'm not demanding attention. I'm just demanding that you guys at least give my original stuff a shot. If it could even last a video of an upload. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. That's all I got for this direct. I may make one for next year, but I'm just not sure. I'm really not. And I'm never gonna care about copyright, because plenty of people over the course of YouTube's own history have done it for so long that I only had one strike, and that was years ago. Copyright me all you want, but I'm still gonna keep doing what I keep doing. Even if I don't want to make money out of it. I already get enough money as it is from doing my actual job. I'm just taking my sweet ass time preparing for what I want to do with this channel. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. I definitely crashed the hell out. But it has to be mentioned. It has to be mentioned at all. I don't know which one is going to start exactly, because I know the remixing is going to be further down the line of maybe next year. Who knows at this point? Who knows? Same thing applies to the Family Word video, although it might be like in 2 months I'll probably do that. We'll just see how the later end of this year goes. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Like this video if you want. Yeah, I can't think of anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Golden, is there anything else I missed?
Oh, I'm really tired. I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, I figured. So, until next time, or whenever I post anything else, peace out, and stay golden. I'm just tired.